Hello everyone, my name is Sonam Narayan and I'm pursuing BA LLB from UPES and I'm in my fourth year, and today in this video I'll be talking about the important provisions of criminal negligence in the Indian law. Before beginning this video, I like to say that this video uh, does not solicit any types of promotion or advertisement as per the guidelines of Bar Council of India, and the sole purpose of this video is for educational purposes only. Thank you. Now let's begin. So, as per the provision of the IPC, it states that whoever being a public servant and having the custody of any state prisoner or prisoner of war negligently suffers such prisoner to escape from any place of confinement in which such prisoner is confined shall be punished with simple imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years and shall also be liable to fine. This is one of the most important sections regarding the criminal negligence, which states that uh, if a uh, if a public servant is having a custody of a prisoner or a prisoner of war and who negligently suffers such prisoner to escape from that confinement, then he will be liable. um, then he can be punished with the simple imprisonment for a term which may extend to 3 years and shall also be liable to fine. Now, the section 223 of the IPC states that escape from confinement or custody negligently suffered by public servant. Now, whoever, being a public servant, legally bound as such public servant uh, to keep in confinement any person charged with or convicted of any offense, negligently suffers such person to escape from confinement, then he shall be also punished with simple imprisonment for a term which may extend to 2 years or with fine or both. Now, the another important section for the criminal negligence in the IPC is section 225A, which states that whoever, being a public servant, legally bound as such public servant, to apprehend or to keep in confinement any person in case not provided for in section 221, 222, 223, or in any other law for the time being enforced, omits to apprehend that person or suffers him to escape from confinement shall be punished. Now, if this person does this intentionally, then he will be punished with the imprisonment, which makes him to 3 years or with fine or both. And if he does so negligently, with simple imprisonment for a term which may extend to 2 years or with fine or with both. Now, moving to section 269, it is also one of the most important section for the criminal negligence, which states that whoever unlawfully or negligently does any act which is and which he knows or has reason to believe to be likely to spread the infection of any disease dangerous to life shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 6 months or with fine or with both. Now, suppose there is a person who negligently does any act which is likely to spread the infection of any disease which is dangerous to life, then he shall be punished with imprisonment for a term which might extend to 6 months or with fine or with both. Now, the section 282 of the IPC talks about conveying a person by water for hire in unsafe or overloaded vessel. Now, it states that whoever knowingly or negligently conveys or causes to be conveyed for hire any person by water in any vessel, when that vessel is in such a state or so loaded as to endanger the life of that person, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 6 months or with fine which may extend to 1,000 rupees or with both. Now, the section 284 of the IPC states that whoever with any poisonous substance does any act in a manner so rash or negligent as to endanger human life or to be likely to cause hurt or injury to any person, or knowingly or negligently omits to take such order with any poisonous substance in his possession as is sufficient to guard against any probable danger to human life from such poisonous substance shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 6 months or with fine which may extend to 1000 rupees or with both. Thank you very much. In this video, we learned about the important provisions of the criminal negligence in the IPC. Thank you.